following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
This week on the 5-Minute Warning.
Hey, if you listen to the podcast, go YouTube Lil Tito and thank me later. Hate me later, thank me later. Hate me, thank me. Either way, if you hate it, it'll give you some good shit to laugh at. If you're having a bad day, put on a Lil Tito track and just be like, hey, look, I'm not that nigga.
Show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, MoeB, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-Minute Warning.
Welcome everyone to a brand new episode of 5-Minute Warning. Of course, it's your boy, Ruben in the house. And of course, always on my hip, AG. What's going on, brother?
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
Man. So, all right. We don't do this very often. But this is one of those times where I'm going to give a listener some behind the scenes shit that's been going on. So, what usually happens is send out a list of what we're going to talk about. Cool. Sent out the list this morning. My bad, I was a little late. But you know, sometimes we gotta be thinking about this. So I sent the list out. This is what we're gonna talk about today. Between the time I sent it out and to literally 5 minutes ago, what the fuck, man? Everything has changed. Like literally. Like, so we're gonna talk about some of the stuff we're gonna talk about, but there's a whole bunch of other shit that just happened today that we gotta talk about. So I don't know where MoeB's at. So hopefully he's gonna be here shortly. Because like, I'm gonna be honest, man. On one of these, I gotta get he needs to be here because in the grand scheme of things, you thought I hate. When we talk about this person, the hate is real with MoeB. Oh, wait a minute. Is that him? Oh, he's thinking about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, wow! Oh, there's MoeB. But see, before we get started, what's up, Mo? How you doing, man?
What's going on, y'all?
Before we get started, I want us to let the listening audience know that Ruben is telling half the story. Cause see, what really happens is Ruben is running on CP time with the show notes,
all day,
and they generally show up like maybe a few hours before we're supposed to go on.
Oh, a few is wrong.
That is not true.
It came out at 11:30. They stopped.
Okay, a few hours. 11:30.
That's 8 hours, man. What are you talking about?
A few is more than two, sir.
Stop, I mean, that's this week. You don't be that punctual every week.
Yeah.
See, that's fucked up.
So then what really happens is he's posting these important stories between the time he posts what we're supposed to do and the time we're supposed to do the show. And he expects for nobody to pay attention, so we ain't got to talk about this.
That is not true. That is not true.
Oh, so it happened today?
No, but it shows up after I posted, and I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool. This is
exactly my point. There's no way in the world.
Funny.
There's no way in the world we're not talking about this.
You know what this all? You know all that. All what it means is, hey man, it's fluid. The show notes are fluid. You know, it's one of the. And MoeB keeps popping out. There you go.
That was my fault, man. Sorry.
If the show notes are fluid, then why you even got to lead with what you led with?
Because, man, we don't really change it that much. But today, I mean, I felt it was necessary to let people know that, yeah, your boy gonna be a little bit off a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna still bring a great show. And I'm glad MoeB's on because I want to hit this hard, fast, and first.
Okay.
He's like, what's going to happen?
One of MoeB's nemesis, Dr. Umar Johnson.
Why is he one of my nemesis?
I mean, you hate that guy.
I never heard you say anything about this.
Oh man, he hates that guy with passion.
I don't hate him. I just see through the bullshit hidden agenda.
So he came out on an interview and basically said, well, another thing, I haven't seen the movie, the Spider-Verse, the new Spider-Verse movie, but I know MoeB has.
Dope movie.
Is it good?
Seen it yet?
Very good.
Okay.
It's my favorite Spider-Man movie ever made.
Now, do I need to see the prequels that I saw on Max the other day? Do I need to see those before I see the movie?
There's only one.
I mean, there's one Miles Morales Spider-Man before this.
Right.
It is kind of important. Yeah.
Okay.
It's worth the watch, man. It's worth the watch. It's a good movie. So this fool comes out and says, don't go see the movie because Miles Morales, Black Spider-Man, is messing with a snow bunny. And I'm just like, what? But it's not far from his par for the course, man. But like, he's like, yeah, you know.
Did he say something about the Little Mermaid though?
Oh, he did. He said that as well. And he called the person that she's going after a snow puppy. And I was just like, but it goes further. This fool then turns around and says, yeah, what's going to happen now is the Black Spider-Man is going to get arrested for domestic abuse.
He said rape also. He said rape also.
And rape. And I'm like, why would they make a cartoon that he gets, you know, man? And I was just like, this motherfucker, like. Because
black people apparently can't help themselves when there's a white one involved. So we got to rape
some black people, clearly. But it's just like, bro, like, it's a damn cartoon, bro. And then, because it was on the Breakfast Club, and they played it for the dude who voiced Spider-Man, because he was in the he was there, and so he was like, "What do you think? Have you heard about this?" He's like, "Nah. What do you think about it?" Like, I felt bad for the dude, man, but I'm just like, can this motherfucker just shut up? Like, why in that school you supposed to be opening up? Oh yeah, you ain't getting enough money.
He blamed black people for that.
Of course, because
he blamed. Actually, his quote was he blamed degular black people for that.
Degular?
Yeah, that was his words.
I guess that's us. I got it.
Degular.
So
well, you don't count, AG, because you can't be pro-black and married to a white woman.
That's right.
Well, we've discussed this before, and I already let you know that's the truth anyway. So that just proves my point.
And he's so black that he's married to 2 black women. That's how pro-black he is.
Whoa, back up. He's married to 2 black women, so that make him extra black.
Yeah, because he's all about Pan-Africanism. Because
that also makes him not American, because that's just illegal in America.
That's what I was about to say. Aren't you a bigamist at that point? You get cookie points.
He doesn't have to adhere to your white man rules, man.
Oh wow. Okay.
You and your Christianity, because that's the white man's religion. Although, if I'm not mistaken,
is black, right?
I'm not mistaken, Christianity started in Africa, but
hey, man, hey,
I guess don't let my history and facts get in the way of your narrative.
I mean, fuck truth, right? Yeah. So, AG, man.
Yes, sir.
We got this idiot out here talking this crazy.
Yes.
He's not an idiot. First of all, I want you.
I take that back.
Because if he was an idiot, he wouldn't be as dangerous.
Yes.
Because he is very book smart. He's very articulate. He's very intelligent. And if you just listen to some of he says some things that are grounded in 100% truth and logic. You know what? He's like, he's probably like a less powerful, less.
Candace Owens?
No. I was gonna say he's like a less powerful, even less noble Minister Farrakhan. Because he'll say some things that are really poignant and really, really matter to the black community. Like, he has a lot of things that are 100% fact, as far as I'm concerned. Or I shouldn't say fact. I 100% agree with some of the things he said. The problem is, he has so much of this hidden agenda bullshit fluff surrounding it that I just can't take nothing he says seriously. And I'm cool with him saying that I'm not black. I'm not pro-black.
Wait a minute, why aren't you pro-black?
Because if you put any other people before your own people in any scenario, you can't be pro-black.
I mean, that's all of us, probably.
His quotes, man. So if I see a burning building,
okay,
and I see a white 5-year-old kid crying, and I see a black 75-year-old person, I'm supposed to go save that black person because that's the only way I can be pro-black.
What about the part where you're a human being? That doesn't matter?
Oh, he believes, he says he doesn't have any beef with any people or anything.
He doesn't?
You've got to put black interests before other interests, because in his words, they won't put your interest before their own people, which 100%, I feel some truth in that. The problem is, like, look, let's not take the human out of things. Like, and look, as a show that we constantly talk about race issues, with him, I'm just like, bruh, everything can't be a race thing. Everything. Like, we can't make tying your shoes a race issue. Like,
you want to bet?
you see how you putting them 2 bunny ears there for your laces? That's the white man's way of tying their shoes.
And what shoestrings are generally white.
If you ain't got no black shoestrings, you not pro-black.
Exactly.
Fuck, like,
man.
Like I said, but what makes him really dangerous is he says a lot of things that, like, if you just heard that part where he said, you'd be like, man, that's really well thought out, makes perfect sense. The problem is if you hear all the shit he says.
Yeah, and I can't get past the bullshit. Sometimes they hear the good shit. And that's for me. That's me.
I just can't help but feel like he has an ulterior motive other than pro-blackness. Because if you had such a pro-black mentality, I don't feel like you spend so much of your time constantly trying to tear black people down. Now what he did say about the Spider-Man movie, he said he doesn't support it, but because there are black actors and voice actors in it, he will buy tickets, but he won't let his kids go see it. And I'm like, that shit just sounds stupid.
Wait a minute. So he'll go see it. He'll spend money to see it.
No, he won't go see it.
He won't go see it, but he said he doesn't feel like the black actors and actresses who are part of that should be punished for.
But he wants black people to boycott the movie.
Yeah.
Because wait, I'm confused. How do you do
relationship?
You can't do both.
You can't. There you go.
You can't buy tickets and then say boycott and then, like, I don't let my kids see it, but I bought tickets. Huh? I mean,
the dangerous part to him is it's not celebrating black love because you've got Miles Morales chasing a white girl.
Okay, I didn't know.
So it sends a dangerous message to the black youth, especially our black men, about chasing white women. Now, once again, I am not stating this as my opinion. He actually has said all of these things. This ain't me saying it.
No, I mean, I saw the clip, so I can imagine. So I'm just trying to figure out.
This dude is the worst. Like, yeah, man, he's the worst. It's just. And then on top of that, like, well, I'll get to the second part of it later. So, but AG, man, I mean, what do you think? What's your first? You saw the clip. What's your first thought?
Well, my first thought is, number one, full disclosure, I'm married to a snow bunny.
I mean, that's.
And I don't know if I can be objective or not. But the bottom line to me is this: like the voice actor that was there on set with the Breakfast Club. That's what diversity looks like. And really, I have problems with him being straight black because he's Afro-Latinx to start with. And I'm like, you have to consider those things. I think it's set up really well with him. I don't know if he's chasing her or not because I haven't seen the film, but you have so many different everybody in Brooklyn, and that's where the Spider-Man is. And I've been to Brooklyn, and I know better. I mean, if you are young or you just hunting or whatever it is, you're liable to find an Asian girl you like. You're liable to find a Latinx girl you like. You're liable to find a black girl you like. You're liable to find all of the colors, all the things all at once in one spot, because that's what Brooklyn is. You like Jewish women? They're there. You like Russian Jewish women? They're there too. You like straight Russians? They're there. All of them. Catholic, all of them. So I'm like, I find it hard to sit and listen to somebody say these things when the way it's depicted in the setting and it takes place is fertile ground to be with somebody that doesn't look like you. The other thing is, I don't consider white women like an elixir for black men to commit rape and other crimes based on assault. I don't understand that. I mean, that was hardcore what he said. And I'm like, okay.
He went straight left.
He kind of did. I mean, now I do understand kind of sort of where he's coming from, but at the same time, it's just like.
He said straight left, fuck that fist. We going through it.
I guess so. Because for me, I'm just sitting here like, it's a Spider-Man movie, man. We gonna have him raping somebody or something?
It's a cartoon, yeah.
I'm like, that. Okay.
It was a little morbid.
If that's what we're doing, but I just feel like it's easy. It's an easy target. I think he can't see the forest for the trees based on his statement. Like MoeB said, the dude probably it's probably a very, very intricate, genius thing that he did, because it does get you thinking and it does get you riled up, because why out of all the people in Brooklyn, he gonna hook up with a white girl? For real? Now you could take that route and it's legit because he actually did hook up with a white girl. They showed the clip.
Here's the thing. It's not just a white girl. Like, she's in another dimension. So, like,
I'm just going by what the man said.
That's part of the allure too. Like, she's in a different dimension. So it ain't like he just fell in love with the first white girl he saw. There's context behind it.
But see, I don't have to mention what you said, because I'm looking at number one. I'm at his level and I'm commenting on what he said. Number two, I haven't even seen it. And then what he said, he hit all the social triggers, all of them. And I'm glad that you said that, because, that helps me understand that that particular part of it was crazy. However, he hit all the triggers, man. It's just like, I ain't never seen nobody win at whack-a-mole before, but this dude just did it. I mean, he hit them all. And it's going to get a lot of people upset.
I mean, it's proof that, white Republican people aren't the only people who like gaslight and hit on certain talking points.
Yeah. Oh, no, absolutely.
Like, I mean, honestly, like, when I look at him, like, I'm like, yo, if you go too far from one direction, you generally venture way too far in the other direction. And because everything is in a realm of circular to me, like, eventually you run right back into the people you're running away from. So, because I'm like, bro, you sounded like an old white man, honestly. Like, it's immediately going to the black guy can't resist raping a white woman.
Mm-hmm. I heard a joke today. It was really funny and I couldn't defend it. Dude was like, if Superman was black, his kryptonite would be the Kardashians. I was like, yeah, that's cold. But can you defend it? And that was pretty funny. I mean, it was borderline racist, but is it wrong?
Borderline racist?
I don't know about the borderline part.
Once again, I have already discussed, I can tolerate a little bit of racism when it's wrapped in a good joke. When it's wrapped in a good joke.
And I thought of you instantly. I almost said it. I thought of you because it was funny, so I had to back off and I couldn't defend it. But this is what we're doing. There's a narrative about black men out there, and this is what we're doing. And people like me don't help. But it is what it is. And as long as there's people like me or worse, I promise you this narrative will grow like a cancer. And because it's like you're thinking about it and you honestly can't really defend it. Because out of all the, from all the way down to Marvel, it's like y'all couldn't have this dude hook up with a black Spider-Man or black female Spider-Man from another dimension. Yeah, it had to be a white girl. I mean, once you hear that, you walk that path in that rabbit hole. So just to let you know, it's hard to defend.
MoeB, you got anything?
I'm not black. Good? I'm not black enough. I'm not Pan-African enough. I'm only married to one black woman.
That's what I was saying. He only got one black woman. He's married to.
I haven't reached Dr. Umar status yet, so it would be irresponsible of me to try to comment on his thought process, because honestly, there's no way I could have possibly evolved to his high level of Pan-Africanism with me having my one black queen and not having two, which to me is confusing as hell, because I ain't never seen a kingdom run with two queens in any part of history. So, I mean, because he loves to call black women queens. So I'm just like, so you just want them to, you want to be the singular king in your queendom?
Yes,
I guess.
sir.
I mean, look, man, like I said, the part that bothers me about Dr. Umar Johnson is like, I can tell that he is very intelligent, and not even that, like, tell he's very, like, he's obviously an intelligent person. And part of me is troubled because I'm like, I don't know, because we're in such a clout chasing generation or time in society, I can't tell if he says a lot of things just for sensational reaction or because he actually believes some of the bullshit.
Yep.
Because if he just, and once again, I don't even know which one I would respect more. Like, I don't know if I would respect the hustle and sensationalizing statements like that, or if I would respect the commitment to really believing some of the bullshit he says. So, I mean, you know, because you talk to different black people, they'll give you different opinions about Dr. Umar Johnson, man. Some black people claim, you know, he higher level of thinking, man. He's what black culture needs to aspire to. And some people will feel like Ruben, which is just like, hey, man, the dude's just full of shit. And then you have people like me who's just like, I just think he's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I think he's dangerous for everybody. I think, you know, I know they say, you know, I know his thing is he wants black people to be down for black people. And my thing is, like, you can be down for black people without being combative towards everyone else. And if you don't think that is possible, then what are you actually fighting for? Are you fighting for equality and love and blackness? Or are you fighting for war? And a lot of what he says sounds like he's fighting for war. And I don't ride with anybody who's trying to fight for war.
Nope. With you there. Awesome. All right, so let's go to a piece of news that has recently dropped in front of my face. So, this is so trivial, but I thought it was interesting to a point. So, you know, LeBron James kid graduated from high school, and the dude went to prom. And he went to prom with a white girl. Okay. Same white girl he went to prom with last year, who was actually finishing her freshman year up at SMU. But both years, you know, you put the picture on whatever, you know, Instagram, whatever, and like all these old motherfucking people are like complaining about.
What are we complaining about?
Well, not you, but they're complaining where, you know, pretty much, how come you not going to prom with a sister and stuff like that, or why are you taking that white girl to prom? You know, just basic random shit. And like, my thing is, he's taking the same girl to prom 2 years in a row. I don't know. Maybe a relationship, or they're just really good friends.
But does that make it better? Because like, Ruben, you're picking out the wrong parts, because they don't care if they're in a serious relationship or not.
Of course,
they just care about the aesthetics.
Of course, but I guess the thing I'm saying is, like, we got a whole bunch of basic adults like looking at shit at these two kids, and they're automatically making opinions. Of course, you had your share of good people, like, oh, they're both beautiful, or good job, or whatever, you know. But you also got a whole bunch of people of both colors are like, the fuck is all this race mixing about? Like, what are y'all doing? Like, what are you doing? You know, blah blah blah, and all this other stuff. So I mean, MoeB as a father of two daughters, like, let's just happen to say they take a white person to prom with them, you know, when they get older. I mean, and you see all that on their social media, if they're allowed to have social media, I'm assuming, and they have all that. I mean, how do you feel being a father with all these old ass people, men and women, just talking shit about your kids?
I can't think of anything I give less of a fuck about than what color the person that my daughters decides to take to a prom, date, marry. I can't think of anything that I give less of a fuck about. And you know, once again, this goes back to maybe I'm not pro-black enough, but like, honestly, man, like, I just ain't got it in me, man. Like, Like, if you've got a preference, fine. If you're one of those people that's like, look, man, I don't, you know, I'm not attracted to race mixing. I don't even have a problem with those people. I just have a problem when they seem so interested in everybody else who does. Like as a black guy, I've been vocal and said I've never dated a white woman, but the thing is, it's never been like a thing that like I wore like a badge of honor. Like, I didn't go around all the black girls being like, yo, I've always been down for the cause, sister.
100 white free. 100 white free. What's up?
Because truth of the matter is, if the right white girl would have came around, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, you know, just ain't no color on vagina.
I can attest to that, sir.
But I also understand when people are like, yo, you know, like, I understand, you know, I heard there's a black guy, I can't remember what podcast it's on, but he's always like, they always say he's being extra hard on black women. And he says, that's because I care about black women. He's like, I want to date a black woman. I want to marry a black woman. So that's why I'm constantly like, for them to do better. And I'm like, there's a lot of people out there that want to date within their own race. Fine. I don't care. But when your want to date within your own race has to be transferred to everybody else, when you have to say, oh, well, if you a black guy and you date a white woman or any other race of woman, oh, you must not love your mother. Man, shut the fuck up. If you're a white woman, you're dating a black guy and somebody gives you a hard time, like, oh, you don't want to date somebody in your race. Oh, please shut the fuck up. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with you. Like, everything we do on this show, I feel like at some point in time goes back to me just being like, I mind my motherfucking business. So who you dating, who you doing things with, don't matter to me at all.
MMMB.
I mean, my thing is, like, when I walk down the street and I see an interracial couple, I don't feel like it's somehow messing up my pay structure or somehow messing up like my numbers. I don't feel like my credit score is going down because of your relationship. Like, why do I care?
Property value might go down.
Maybe. And you know what? See, here's the thing. If I was an old white guy living in a neighborhood and, you know, I paid for my house 20, 30 years and I see a whole bunch of black people in a racial relationship, maybe I am mad. And I don't think that's 100% racism. That's about money. But hey, man, these niggas came in here and lowered the value.
But hold up.
I can understand that.
I mean, but the crazy part, here's the funny part, right? You're talking 20, 30 years ago. I mean, let's see, the price of a house was like $30,000. And I'm sorry, it went down from $120,000 to $100,000 because some black people moved in. I guess it would drop
that
like
was
that.
L. Like if I took $20,000 out your pocket right now, you wouldn't give a fuck if it was only $20,000. You'd be like, "That's my $20,000. Put it back, put it back in the value of my home, please, sir."
but I have to disagree. It's 100% racist.
Oh no,
100% racist.
No, it is 100% racism, but it's at least racism I can grasp. I can understand why you take that personal, because if anything starts to mess with my money, I might take it a little bit more personal. Now, the fact that it lowers the property value is a product of racism, but that old white dude might not necessarily hate them black people or them Latino people. He might just hate the fact that them coming there lowered his value. Racism has motivations, and you know what? Sometimes motivations matter.
True.
Like,
you're not wrong there.
Wow.
But I mean, no, I don't interracial relationships, and when we discuss it, like, it's just more ways to be divisive. Like, because when I hear black women really cape about how black men are constantly out here trying to date other races, I'm just going, yeah, but you know, we're mad at the symptoms, not necessarily the disease. And that's short-sighted. And now I'm not saying that all black women exhibit negative things, but what I'm saying is, if you yourself know that you would never date a Russell Wilson like guy, somebody that you consider boring, lame, straight-laced, then why are you mad if that boring, lame, straight-laced dude decides to talk to somebody who's not black? Why does that affect you in any way?
Not like you're gonna holler at him.
You know, I gotta add to that, because and that happened to me. That happened to me a lot. What happens is you're not actually actively looking for a white girl, but when you're someone like me, you're looking to fit in first. So when you find somebody that finds you acceptable, that's an aphrodisiac already. And usually, little white girl. Just saying.
I'm just saying, people as guys, your attraction tends. I'm not saying, once again, we've stressed several times before, there's a lot of Wesley Snipes and Polar the Dons that just legit hate black women. And I ain't defending them dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? I will not down the hill with them. But
Pastor 57.
Yeah, I'm not down on the hill with them. But I think it's safe to say, based on, you know, the experiences that I've had around other males, you tend to end up being attracted to the people who first showed you interest.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's exactly what it is. And it's the interesting about that is, like, because I know black women, it's like, yeah, I'm never gonna make the first move on a black guy. I'm just like, why not? Like, if you want him, you should go out. Well, I'm a queen, he should come to me. Well, I mean, I understand that, but then you get mad if some white girl walk over there and talk to him, and then you mad at him because he talked to the white girl. I'm like, bro, like, you can't be mad at both. I mean, you can. It's just dumb.
Yo, man, put KB like 125.
I was just about to say, oh my God. I can talk a whole show about this.
Oh yeah, let's put this joint up here. No shade of interracial relationship, but it's wild how many white ladies be snagging first round draft picks. I mean, because they see the first round draft pick, they see the future, and they're like, I ain't waiting around.
Here's the thing, Ruben. You took such a shallow approach to that.
I did.
Like, I mean, I want to go so broad on this.
Let's go.
First of all, like, if you're talking about actual first round draft picks in sports, most of those athletes go to predominantly white schools. Like, you end up at Duke, you ain't seeing a whole ton of sisters around. You end up at Stanford, you ain't seeing. Matter of fact, even the schools that you don't necessarily think of as being white, those big universities are more white than anything else. Or let me not say more white. They're not very black. That's what I'm really saying. They're not very black.
Because the whole Duke thing, you might end up with an Indian woman.
All over the spectrum.
Exactly. Everybody but black. Except on, not unless you start dating someone on the female basketball team or whatever.
But the thing is, and these are cultural things, and these are all cultural assumptions too. Mm-hmm. Because I hate when people make these statements as if they're fact, because I'm not talking about everybody. And if you happen to be the exception to the rule, that does not make the rule less valid. There are anomalies. It happens. But if you look at social media, when you see the creme de la creme of like black popularity of women, are they advertising wife material or hot girl material? So if you're going to say, well, why do these top level income earning black men or future top level income earning black men not end up with black women? I bet that dude done smashed a couple of them in Instagram people. I bet he has sold his royal oats, as they said in Come to America. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, like, a lot of those white women worked extra hard at being his significant other, his wife. Some would even say submissive, which, that is a dangerous word.
Man, I can't believe you just let that come out your mouth.
First of all, here's the thing about submission. Like, I discuss it with my wife all the time. I have never sought a submissive woman. However, I have sought a woman that ain't constantly trying to fight me, because there's a difference.
Yes.
You ain't gotta bow to me, but don't constantly be trying to fight me. And I've rarely heard white women call themselves alpha women. There is an epidemic of black women who seem to think they are alpha women. It's an epidemic. And I'm just like, and if you want to be an alpha woman, why do you care about these top tier first round draft pick black men? You're already an alpha. Go get whatever you want. But no, it ain't the top tier women that be complaining, because you know what? Them chicks made their decision. They made a decision that getting the bag and being perceived as powerful and independent was more important than necessarily grabbing wife status. Now, that's not all. I'm not saying they're not entitled to be able to have both, because that's stupid to think you can't have both. But these white women who end up with these people, they old school with theirs. I'm just saying, like,
hold on for a second.
What?
Hold on for a second. I just like the fact when he paused and he looked directly in the camera.
Look, his face was like,
he was real serious.
I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna stand on it. Like the thing is, if you know, when people talk about black love, like I get really annoyed at the conversation about black love, because I understand the concept of what they're talking about. Like, hey, you know, we've had so many things within society that have tried to separate and divide the black family, that, you know, it is something that we're like, yeah, you want to celebrate and cherish the love within the black community, and marital is the ultimate, you know, the ultimate commitment of black love. However, if you want your first round draft pick men to court you and, you know, choose you, what are you bringing to the table? Because it is offensive for me as a male to be like, I expect the woman I'm with, if I'm making millions of dollars, I expect you to, what one guy say, be fit, friendly, but, you know, fit and friendly. I am now asking you to demean yourself. Like, if I'm like, hey, why don't you cook? I am asking you to demean yourself. I don't think that, because if you want men to court you with old school values, they should be courting old school valued women. Now, if you don't want that, if you want to still be boss chick, you still want to be career oriented, then find somebody who's on that same wavelength. And if you're trying to do that, if you care so much about your career, your status, you being able to do your thing, why are you even looking at the first round draft picks and being like, why they always with white women? Why do you give a fuck? Because you know what white people ain't doing? You know what the white families ain't doing? I can't believe she chose to be with that rich black guy.
How dare you choose a rich black man?
I can't believe that she's out here trying to do everything in her power to keep this wealthy black man.
I ain't never heard that shit ever.
Now, what you weird here is, oh, he's probably with her because he ain't strong enough to deal with a black woman. Once again, I don't seek submission. I seek peace. I ain't trying to fight.
The funny thing about that is they're more related than you know.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, you're actually almost on the borderline of semantics, because they're so related.
Well, it's a moving goalpost. It's a moving goalpost, because you hear women all the time say, well, I will submit for the right guy.
The fuck?
That's moving the goalpost, because that means if you're saying I can be submissive if a guy gives me a reason, what are the reasons? Can you define them? Can I have a checklist that says, hey, once I check all of these boxes, you will be submissive? And if you can't give me a checklist,
here's the thing with that. There is a list. It's pretty short. And if you are all of those things, you deserve to be submitted to. The problem is women fundamentally can't respect anybody. So, and like I said, that's why I keep saying to you, they're more related than you know. And you have to find a woman that can be better than herself. When I say that, better than her nature, to not respect you. That's why you said, I don't want nobody to submit to me. I just don't want someone to fight me all the time. That's a lack of respect. But society won't label it as lacking respect because it's normalized. Women can do that if they want to, and it's okay. So that's why I keep saying they're more related than you know. So I've just always tried to figure out, why do women think that, hey, I can be an alpha woman, but I want an alpha male? Like, two alphas, that's not gonna work. Don't work. And here's the thing: you can be alpha in aspects of your life. Some would argue that this is incorrect, but I'm like, look, if you're like a professional woman, you're like, I'm the boss I'm a CEO of my establishment when I'm here. But if you're going to claim to want a partner, at some point in time in any partnership, somebody's submitting to the other. I am not an alpha in my house all the time. There are absolutely things where I'm just like, you know what? Whatever she says goes. And that don't make me less of a man. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel, well, some might argue it does, but I don't feel like that makes me any less of a man. That makes me smart.
Yeah, just like when, when you were a kid and you ask, some people ask it, like I asked my daddy, hey, can I go do this? Go ask your mama. That's passing the buck strong, bro. And you are, I would.
Part of being in charge is knowing when to delegate.
Damn straight. It's like, no, man.
Because I don't think passing the buck is actually what's happening.
Yeah, that's delegation.
That's delegation. Because you already know that's. Let's be real, man. You can't pull nothing over on him because, at least not on my dad. Anyway, it was almost like, if he even thought it was halfway, go ask your mama. And I was like, God.
Yeah, we got to confirm we're on the same page here.
Yeah.
What you not about to do is have me say yes, and then she come back to me and be like, I told him no 30 minutes ago. You ain't about to, because if I got to get in a fight with this woman because of what you did,
exactly,
I'm going to physically fight you.
And belts have come out. So, it's what it is. Like, and that's the thing, right? But I do want to say this. Like, it's funny that I like how, well, not like, but I see how some people take white women as being submissive or whatever and stuff like that. But I would dare say, like, those white women with the #1 draft picks, I would say that's how they are with all races of #1 draft picks, not just black, because there are some women, my man's be paid. Like, I'll never forget, a long time ago when I was on the Ain't No Half Steppin' Marcus J show, I did a test one day, and I went down to whatever fitness place I was at, and I was in a Zumba class. I did Zumba for the first time. It was me and this other dude, and I was in the back corner because, first of all, you first go to Zoom class, you don't know what the hell you doing. Not at all.
You just over there trying to move.
I'm trying to move and not trying to stare. Because there's a whole.
And you went to the back and did that?
Damn straight.
First of all, I can see that, AG, because if you're actually trying to do the Zoom class and you don't know what the hell you're doing, you ain't really got enough time to look at the eye candy, because you trying to figure out how to move your body in the way that they trying to get you to move.
Like I said, trying to stare, trying not to stare. It's hard, man. First of all, shout out to every woman to anybody who's ever done Zumba, man. That shit's incredible. Fuck that. I did it once. Ooh, brother. I was tired. I was sweaty. And you're right. I didn't have a lot of time looking around the room to see what hot meals were up in the house. Now, with that being said, I did see groups of women. Yeah, I'm going to go home and, go take a shower so I can fix dinner or whatever. Well, I'm gonna go down there and get on the weights because it's about that time trying to get. Like, women have these conversations with each other, and I just hear this shit because I'm in there because we have breaks. And it's just like, yo, there are literally women who don't work, and they're part of their job. The kids are in school. They have to go and work out and look good for their man. Literally. look good for their man because they're not working. They take care of the kids. They take care of the house. And they still want their man to keep them.
Well, they also realize it's a competition out here, man.
Exactly. Now,
like guys realize it's a competition, and we know that. Like, we know from day one, we are in competition. We don't know who we in competition with, what we're in competition with, but we know the second we stop competing,
it's over.
They got every reason, or they'll find every reason to justify being about. And then we got shit to lose in the competition most of the time.
Yeah. I'm accustomed to living this way.
Half your pension.
Yeah.
Half your retirement.
And like,
don't be in the military
part,
and have that happen to you.
Bro, there was like 2 black women in the Zumba class. So it was me, this other white dude who looked like he'd been there before, and the 2 black women. I mean, there might have been like a couple women of other races, but yo, it was easily 30 white women up in that bitch. There are some fat girls, but there are some girls who look like they do this shit every week or every other day, you know, and they were talking about it.
Some of them bigger ones do it every other day too, because they be in great shape.
Yeah, man.
Their cardio be top notch.
I mean, yeah.
I'd be like 2 minutes in, I am dead.
so yeah, man, it's, you know, we can sit here and say, and everybody can be like, well, you know, the snow bunnies are getting all the black athletes. Bruh, that's just not black athletes, man. It's every man who look like they got something to give for them not to have to go work and stuff, but they really working.
Well, here's the thing, man. If you're talking about the first round draft picks, let's just say if you're just talking about a financial thing, period, you're already talking about the top 0.1% of the male population. And you do realize that if you're talking about the top 0.1% of the male population, we ain't even putting a color on it, just the male population. And all the women are trying to get that top 0.1%. Now you got to break it down statistically even more. Like the percentage of black women in this country versus the percentage of every other race, small. So you got even less of a percentage to land this 0.1% male. So now you're looking at this 0.1% case study and saying, look, see, all them niggas want other women other than black women. It's like, you're talking about the 0.1%. You ain't talking about Joe Blow that works in stock in Walmart. Like, yo, he want what he can get. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I feel like I want what I can get too. Shit.
That's the thing, Ruben. Most guys just want what you can get.
I mean, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. But hey, you know, look, in the grand scheme of things, people want who they want, and some people work harder to get what they want. The question is, how hard are you willing to work to get what you want? And that's what it all comes down to. And it just so happens, you're right. A lot of interracial relationships, you know, is all about, let me see. Oh, he cute. Oh, what? He running back for the football team?
You're competing with everyone, ladies.
Exactly.
Everyone.
Exactly. And it just so happens that the cheerleaders see them for your ass. So you better get to school in the summer and stop fucking around. Because if you don't, by the time you get there in August and September, those dudes are scooped up. And then you fucking around trying to find somebody like me.
Here's a statistic that I just pulled up. 8.5% of married black men. 8.5% of married black men are married to white spouses. 8.5. So you mean to tell me we just gonna ignore the fact that 90% of these black men are not with white women, and we just gonna hammer down on these 8.5%?
The squeaky wheel, sir. The squeaky wheel. I'm just saying.
And if you're gonna go just non-black spouse, you know that number, you know, because women will say, well, it ain't just the white women, they want anyone that ain't black. Well, you're right. If you lump everybody else together, it's 10.8% of black men. So once again, we're still around 90% of black men who are married to black women.
I'm telling you, Squeaky weak.
But we're looking at the top 1% income level of black men to dictate. So these 2,000 black men in the fucking country are representing the rest of us.
Yes, that would be correct, sir.
So Wesley Snipes, Polo the Don, the nigga that made that song about white girls.
White girl.
These dudes are the black representation that women are using to brand us all.
Hey man, in the grand scheme of things, Russell Wilson used to be part of that. He got out. He found out his white girl was crazy.
And some of these black women clown Sierra for it.
Man, Sierra's like, bro, I want a good man.
I can't be with no Russell Wilson. He just seems like a lame. Like, you mean he seems like a wealthy dude that, claims to love God and doesn't really have he doesn't have a jail record. He never gets involved in any scandal.
I mean, so you're saying...
So what you're saying is you don't want this illustrious, good black man that you speak so highly of.
So you're
still out here searching for that unicorn. I want a thug that's out here selling drugs, whooping niggas' ass, pulling out gacks, but he goes to church with me every Sunday. He's good to me.
And I would dare say she had some of that in Future. And she left that motherfucker.
No, she had all the stereotype in Future, which was, first of all, the fact that Future is still able to land these chicks who and impregnate them, who all see what all his receipts are public record. Like he trying to smash, he trying to dash, and if you get pregnant, I mean, me and Nick Cannon just out here trying to repopulate the country, baby. Like,
I mean, and Sean Kemp used to.
Oh man,
he got 9
way
damn
back
kids.
to that one.
I mean, he the first one.
I thought Larry Johnson was the first one. Never mind, maybe so.
Well, there's a lot of them out there.
It really is.
The truth of the matter is, if you've got the finances, you got the access.
I mean, if you got the finance, you can afford that.
And here's the thing, in today's era, I don't even know if you need the finances. If you just got the clout, if you just got the visual representation of having, that's all you need. Like, social media has actually made it easier for dudes to fake the funk.
I mean, Lil Wayne out here got like 3-4 kids, and I'm just like, what?
Here's the thing. I ain't saying that there should be a limit on how many kids you can have. But my thing is, when you see he's got a track record of having multiple kids by multiple different women, and he not with any of them, yeah. and people say he's not really around. Like, there's a lot of celebrity 50 Cent parents,
Yo,
put it on, man. Put it on. Don't forget about NBA YoungBoy. He got more than everybody.
First of all,
here's the thing. For your name to be Never Broke Again, young boy, you are making terrible financial decisions by having 3,752 kids. Like, I know when you claim them on taxes, you be like, yo, man, I'm getting all the breaks. But like, bro, that's not a good sound financial investment.
That's how it works, man. You only get what you get. You only get back what you put in. What the hell? How many kids NBA YoungBoy got, man? Like, first of all, I didn't know he had that many goddamn kids.
I've heard.
Because I don't follow that dude. And that dude's kind of whack anyway. So, I mean, I don't know. But, yo, man.
I don't keep up with pop culture, so I don't know how many kids any of these people have.
My God. We might have to delve back into this woman thing another
I mean,
show,
bro,
man.
we talked about this like on numerous shows. Like this
and we can still keep talking about
this is kind of like the formula for like 3 black men discussing relationship issues on the podcast. It always comes back to like, you can chop up bits and pieces of these segments and it's going to come out that we hate black women, that we've been bashing black women. AG already switched sides. Ruben, you just ain't, you don't know yet. And I'm not Pan-African enough. Like, I only got one. You know what I'm saying?
So we ain't even down in any way.
Oh my God. Hilarious.
I mean, I got freckles, so I'm probably mixed breed anyway. So,
I got freckles too. So what? I mean, I'm a unicorn, man.
So having freckles makes you a unicorn?
No, I'm a unicorn because I'm about to be 50 and ain't got no kids. That's awesome.
I mean, that does put you in unicorn status. Like,
I ain't never been to jail. I ain't never seen a jail. Hell, I don't know where the jail at.
You don't know where the jail at.
If they took me to the jail, I'd be like, damn, this is some new shit. like really. No, I've never stepped foot in a police station ever. And I hope to keep that streak going. So, yeah, man. I mean, that's why this was a WTF show, man. We literally talked about nothing that we had planned to talk about at 11:30 today.
There was a plan?
I mean, it was.
You didn't leave it alone. You better leave it alone. Stop being mean.
It was something written down. Maybe we'll talk about it next week. I'll fucking know. We'll see what happens. But AG, what's on your mind, man?
Nothing, man. Everything was on my mind. We was talking about because when you put that article down, I was like, oh my God.
Goddamn Dr. Umar.
I didn't even know. I didn't know who this dude was until today.
Oh man.
Really?
I had never heard the name before. But I know that rapper that you put down, I was like, we're going to discuss this next week because I was like, oh my.
What the? Nah, man. All right, MoeB. You can have like three minutes.
This is not going to last 3 minutes. This needs to be next week.
It's not enough time,
It's
man.
not enough time, bro. Let it go.
Enough time,
All
man.
I got to say is, how dare you send us some bullshit like that?
All
right. What? Let it go.
Man.
Let it go.
I'm not going to dive into it, but here's the thing, man. You said, how dare me put that bullshit in it? And like, I've been analyzing this all day. So
why are you analyzing bullshit?
Here's the thing, man, because see, it's closed-minded people like you that don't understand, like, not everything is simplistic as saying bullshit. Like, see, when I first stumbled on him, he came on a timeline on my like YouTube short, and it said the rap you didn't know you needed. And
I needed that.
When he first started, it showed like a clip of that first song that I showed y'all. And I was like, oh, so he's kind of making a mockery of how the Detroit rappers rap. And I'm thinking it's a joke, like it's a sketch comedy joke thing. And then I go down in the comments. Now the internet is completely undefeated. Like, these dudes are undefeated.
He's undefeated.
and so they're like, there are a couple dudes up there like, yo, this junk slap, yo, this is fire. And I'm just like, so is everybody part of the joke? so like then they put his name up there, and I'm like, wait a minute, he's got a name? I'm like, Lil Tito ain't just like some funny stage thing. Bro. So I YouTube Lil Tito. This dude got a portfolio of tracks. So then it hurt me even more. I'm like, oh shit, he was serious. Like, this wasn't because if it was a mockery, I was gonna be like, that's kind of funny. But he's serious. And so then I go in a rabbit hole and I start listening to these tracks. Like, I go from the beginning. I go from the oldest post like 3 years ago, and I progressed to like most recent. And I'm just like, there's actually an evolution of what he's doing. But the funny thing is, he's got a formula that's catchy. He just ain't a good rapper.
Thank you.
I mean, Riff Raff got a formula too.
No. Here's the thing. There's another Detroit dude on a track with him that raps that decides to rap just like him. And when he does it, he was kind of on the beat, kind of. At least he was intentionally ahead of the beat. You know what I'm saying? It's the difference between being intentionally ahead of the beat, intentionally behind it, and then just treating the beat as if it's a suggestion. Like that. And I stole that from the comment section because somebody said, Lil Tito out here treating the beat like it's a suggestion.
Oh my God.
That was hilarious. That was good.
Oh my God.
And then somebody was like, yo, he needs to do an ad lib that says, I'm not off beat, I'm just 2 tracks ahead of you. And he said, and then he was like, and he broke it down. He was like, this would be brilliant if you rap to the beat that's 2 songs ahead of the track on the album to make people happy. I'm like, bro, that you doing way too much. Like, we shouldn't have to have this many gimmicks in hip hop. But here's the thing, man. In the comment section, people were dissing him in the same rap cadence that he was rapping in the song. It was like a run-on sentence. So one dude would say a line, and then somebody else would say the next. That was the most amazing thing ever because his cadence is I say a random line and then I say a word that random line kind of describes. So that's how people were dissing him. And it was unbelievable to watch these comments. Because like, if he's really smart, he'll go in his own comment section and use their lyrics for his next track. Because they were better than his lyrics. Dissing him was better. Like, it started off and I didn't realize what was happening because I was reading the comments. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Because somebody was like, yo, Shorty got a new chain. Fake. And then the next line was like, need to stick to his day job selling State Farm. Jake. And I was like, oh shit, they're dissing him in the same cadence. And it was like 30 comments straight of just people. I'm just like, this nigga might be on to something though. Like, there might be a little bit of brilliance here. Like, sometimes you can be bad and just not know. And sometimes you can make a conscious decision that I'm going to be so bad that it's going to make people think. See, it's got me up here going, is he really this bad of a rapper? Or is he just brilliant because he's developed a cadence that I can't unhear? I just can't unhear it.
So I can't unhear it either, sir. I don't know if I appreciate it or not, but I do agree about the lyrics, him as a lyricist, but the rapping is awful.
I mean, I unheard it like 6 hours ago, man. Like, F that.
I'm telling you, you're welcome, Bianca. You are welcome.
This little Tito stuff is fire. It's not.
You are welcome.
So, here's the thing I was most impressed with. And I found something to be impressed with it. Yo, man, the videography was awesome.
Once again, like, that's what bothers me because I'm like, yo, there's a whole group of these dudes, and they're called Worst Generation. Great name. Honestly, I ain't gonna front. I mean, that's a great name for a group.
The truth is legit.
And then there's two other dudes in Worst Generation that rap just like him and just as bad. So I'm just like, yo, so you ain't even gotta worry about getting outshined on the track because these niggas is trash too.
Yo, but real talk, if you watch the YouTube video, I was like, damn, this is actually decent.
Yo,
it is not.
He's got no.
It's better than most.
What he means by decent is you can tell that they are serious about making this work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're putting enough time into it that they're serious about. Like, because honestly, when I first heard it, I was thinking, oh, this is like a spoof of the Detroit rappers, because like people like T Grizzly. This is kind of the random cadence that they rap with. But I'm just like, no, he's committed to this. Like, he's, as the kids say, dead ass serious about this. Like, he thinks he's nice.
Because honestly, it looked like they actually edited it.
I just want him to stop dancing. I just wish he would stop dancing.
Oh, it gets as you go down a rabbit hole, it gets worse.
I refuse to go down a rabbit hole.
See, here's the thing: his dance movements kind of match his cadence, which is it's like if autism met Down syndrome.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
No, I'm just saying because like there's no rhythm to his movement. There's no rhyme or reason. Like, you just kind of gotta wait it out and hope he doesn't choke on his tongue. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow. You know what, Ruben? This is your fault, sir. This is your fault. This is your fault, sir.
Yo, oh my God.
Ruben, this is your fault.
Hold on. I got a serious question for y'all. Where was the lie?
No one said you were lying.
just make sure y'all not gonna have me out here sounding like I'm just randomly throwing out mental disabilities to joke on them.
I said nothing about lies. I said nothing about lies.
I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry, AG. This is my fault.
It is because you couldn't let it go. You couldn't let it go.
I didn't think we.
Yes, you did. You couldn't let it go.
I did not. I didn't think we could hear.
Really?
It's even worse that his name was Lil Tito, because in my head I'm like, yo, is he like joking on me? Like, and my mom called me Lil Tico? Like, I'm like, look.
Yeah. talk a lot out my elbow.
No.
I do remember that. It was terrible.
No.
All right, man. What else on your mind, MoeB? God bless America. Something else got to be on your mind.
Can anything, after hearing what I heard, there's nothing else that can be on my mind.
Exactly.
Other than the fact that, like, going down a rabbit hole, listening to him, it brought up like a whole bunch of other Michigan rappers that have unique cadences, and I'm just like, some of these dudes I actually kind of like. They're not rapping like him, but I'm saying like I appreciate unique cadences. I appreciate people not trying. Like, that's the one thing that social media and the internet has provided hip hop is you got a whole bunch of people who don't have to try to be mainstream big. You can find a lane that works for you and still make decent money and still like be creative in your own lane. So a lot of these dudes ain't trying to blow up super big. They're just like, bro, if I can be the Slim Thug of my region, I could be paid.
Just like us.
What?
I mean, podcasting, same thing. You know, you just try to be as good as you can be, or you just be happy with what you got. You know, I was trying to relate.
Please no.
There's no relating to Lil Tito.
Oh no, God no. I meant the relation. I mean, shot.
I can't ever see myself dancing on an AC unit, ever. Not ever in my life. For this show or any other show.
That dude was 4'10".
He ain't that tall.
Yeah, he looked like you know.
I feel like a lot of people just throw Lil on their name because that's the popping thing right now. But like Lil applies to him. Like Lil Tito, I'm like, all right, you couldn't think of nothing else.
His name must have been Tito, and they put Lil in front of it.
Or maybe the bottle of Tito's vodka was taller than him, and they were just like, hey, nigga, you.
Oh my God!
This is you, Ruben. This is you,
me.
sir.
I want own this. What's
hey, bro,
mind?
I feel like we should make the car song like the intro to 5 Minute Warning.
No, I will not ever. No,
we should just come out to that 1 week, just 1 week, like a special edition. Like we just gonna bump it. We're gonna give this man shine.
No.
He's a trailblazer. He's a pioneer.
Some hi-hats and a chord. No. Not ever.
I think AG was more offended than I was.
It was a weak beat, and I had to see this dude dance to said
those
weak
all
beat.
All the beats are like that.
I don't care. They're weak. They're weak in every way. And I'm like, and then the dude was dancing on an air conditioning compressor, man. I'm like, what are you doing? And it's like you're walking through a parking lot random. There's no cars.
AG, he bought his green cabbage.
No. I'm so sorry. I apologize to everyone listening to the show right now. And you listen to our podcast, I apologize.
Hey, if you listen to the podcast, go YouTube Lil Tito and thank me later.
No one's gonna thank you.
Hate me, thank me. Either way, if you hate it, it'll give you some good shit to laugh at. If you're having a bad day, put on a Lil Tito track and just be like, hey, look, I'm not that nigga.
That was hilarious.
Oh God!
How bad can life be? I'm not him.
Oh God!
No lies detected.
I can't.
I mean, I kind of dug the part where he was rapping on the bumper of that DeSoto.
No,
I'm like,
no, none of that shit was good, AG. None of it.
I mean, who would have thought that? I mean, the dude, the videographer, his B-roll was fire.
Like I said, the video itself, because I only saw the first one. I refuse to go down.
See, the second one was even better. Like videography wise, the second one was even better.
But my thing was, I couldn't believe he was actually talking about a Ford Escape.
Yeah,
I'm like,
sometimes
wait a minute, but see, the Ford Escape should have been in the video named Cars.
You gotta talk about what you know.
You know what, man? This show needs to be so over. This show needs to be over, man.
I mean, I'm trying to get there, man. I'm trying.
Hey, what did I put in the comments when he put the show notes? I said, yo, cancel the show. I need a whole show to talk about this.
He said those
and you got 10 minutes more in your podcast. And for that, I apologize, AG. I apologize.
What I tell you, this can be next week, but you wouldn't let it go.
Oh, hell no. We're not talking about this shit no more.
Man, you might not. You might not. But now it is my life mission to bring people new rappers every week. This might be a segment, man. We gonna bring, individual rap styles every week. I'm just gonna pull out a random dude, bless y'all with a couple names, so y'all can love me or hate me or both. I don't care. But if I gotta have it in my head, so do you.
Shit, bars.
Oh my god.
Oh,
so,
man.
yeah. I mean,
hey, you ain't really about this shit, Ruben. Capping.
So, what's so?
I was trying to ride the wave.
This bullshit.
Captain.
Stop it! Stop it! It's terrible. Oh my god. I can honestly say this is the first time we have a horrible rap on this show.
Reynolds.
Oh,
that was pretty good, right? No, that wasn't good.
Well, we appreciate everybody listening to the show tonight.
You said rap, and I said
I got it. I was giving that pregnant pause. I was wondering did Ruben pick it up because I'm like, oh no, he didn't. No, he didn't just drop some hot fire.
Oh God, bless America. Well, thank you for listening to the show today. We'll be back every Sunday from 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. God knows, hopefully it's not too much worse rap, but I got this feeling this shit gonna last for a couple episodes.
Hey man,
at least.
It is the greatest joke cadence ever though. Like honestly, if I was still in like high school or middle school at the lunchroom, like I would make this our joke cadence. We would just be doing all types of jokes on each other in this cadence.
Your daughter's at?
That's what I was gonna say. MoeB's daughter.
First of all, I'd like to thank AG from MoeB for being on the show today. I'd like to thank everybody who's out there listening to us live and those who listen to us on the podcast. Of course, tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about us, not Lil Tito, because he might try to shoot,
Bro, are you tripping? Lil Tito would be hot. Like he'd be like, bro, this is the most big ups I've ever got.
Exactly. Who else is talking about that dude?
Nobody. God, and the fact that we're even talking about it is probably too much. Once again, check us out live every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you again for listening. Thank you, AG and MoeB. And as we always do, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Newsman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, MoeB 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Newsman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5 Minute Warning.